Hi, my name is Momo, Momo Makes, and on today's video I wanted to walk y'all guys through the North Texas yarn crawl, as well as everything that I got, the shops that were there, and then some of the really awesome video that I got. It was a 2-day experience, and yes, I know it's going on for 2 weekends, but I just couldn't help myself. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first stop for Friday was at Knit Dallas, and let me just say everyone here was super nice. The ladies loved finding out that this was my first ever yarn crawl, and honestly this was a great place to start. They had a great selection of cottons, wools, blends. I even found some bamboo, anywhere from superwash merino to just 100% organic merino. And they also had this really cool section in the back where it was a bunch of knitting needles separated by size. They had different manufacturers. This wall was just amazing, even though I personally don't knit. As I was driving to the next shop, I did kind of get a little bit of a reminder of where I started from, the lovely Joann's. And next up we are at JuJu Yarn. This shop was absolutely gorgeous, so homey, so warm, and just like, look at these colors, this is totally me. Once you head to the back of the main shop, you'll see this huge wall of their yarns. Here's a little section of their reds, but like, look at this gorgeous selection. This is all JuJu Yarn branded yarn. They all hand dye their own stuff, and they also have this beautiful mini skein set for about $108, but those colors are just so gorgeous. They also had this beautiful button display in the back with some ceramic buttons. They even had a couple raku fire ones, but I was saving my money for yarn because, like, just look at all these gorgeous colors. Now, after a short Texas drive, we end up at West 7th Wool. This place is so spacious. There's a large selection of more animal fibers. I didn't see a lot of plant fibers in here, but honestly that's okay because these colors are gorgeous. They have a lot of different brands in there. There is a large selection of Malabrigio, so if you like that brand, go in there. And I did find this really pretty rainbow yarn that I think my aunt would really like. And it's not a bad price either. West 7th Wool also has their own yarn brand. It is a little bit of a smaller section, but these colors are so vibrant. I love the variegated yarn, and would you even guess they even had a colorways for the yarn crawl themselves, and I just am in love with it. Now, not about 15 minutes away, we run into JuJu Knits. Now, when you walk in, you get this beautiful little standee of Dolly Parton telling you to wash your hands, and you have this wonderful walkway that leads into this beautiful, a little bit cramped, but absolutely gorgeous shop. The walls are just filled with yarn, none of their own brand, but definitely a lot of brands that I had never heard before. This area you see here is for the Arkansas Yarn Company. They were doing a trunk show promoting their Bridgerton line, and they were just gorgeous. Now, getting to the back of the shop, you're going to find a lot of your plant fibers. There is an acrylic section right here with some chunkies, but they have this whole entire back area with cotton. You see some monocotton for about $13 per hank, and they also have this really cute little library thing where you could drop off extra needles, books. I also found some stitch markers, even some crochet hooks in there. And this area over here, I actually found some Pima cotton for only like $11. Now, quickly moving over to Lone Star Yarn. I'm not gonna lie, I did spend a little extra time there talking to the owners, Pat and Chris. This store has a really good selection of both wools and natural fibers. They are split on either side of the store, so it makes it really easy to find your way across the store. And when I went in there, it looked like they were actually having a trunk show for the Louisiana Guys yarn, which by the way is gorgeous. The next stop was On the Lamb Yarn Shop. And this one, I think they got picked clean right before I got there. Their stock was a little bit on the low side, but what they did have was really awesome yarn. I did find a lot of cottons in that first section. In the back, it's more of the smaller shops yarns, but I did find some really cute ones, including this jeans yarn. Okay, the next stop, if you know DFW Fiberfest, you know FiberLady. FiberLady primarily does plant-based like bamboo rayon yarn, and honestly, I am so freaking obsessed. When I went in, Fiber Man, the partner of the owner of FiberLady Yarns, actually showed us the back where he actually does the yarn blending, spinning, and plying, and it was such a cool process to see, and I'm actually going to be taking my husband back to go check it out so he can see the process. They also had this really large section of needles and notions in the back, as well as books, so you can really find everything here. Last on Friday's run was Denton Yarnworks. This shop was really cute and honestly kind of surprising to me. Had a back room that had a lot of more box store yarn. There was Serdar, there was a lot of Lions brand, and even some wool in the gang. Now, while I was there, they did have their own camera crew there taking some videos, but I was able to get a little bit of footage of their back room with some of their colorways, as well as their specific colors for the North Texas yarn crawl. Now we are officially on to day 2. Before my husband and I went all the way out to Denison, we had to get some breakfast at Buc-ee's since it was on the way. We got some kolaches and I got this amazing sausage breakfast sandwich. First stop of the day was Quixotic Fibers in Denison. This shop was so freaking cute, and honestly my husband there had a great time in this shop. I think this was actually one of his favorites. He started getting me on finding all these gnomes around, and this shop was just, you could find so many little things and stay here for hours and still find new things. The shop, apparently this is their new location from the yarn crawl last year, and honestly they need all the space because all this yarn you see on that back wall there, that's just theirs. During this first weekend of the crawl, there were 3 trunk shows going on simultaneously. There was 2 for more of a wool base, which was Chicken Coop up at the front, and then Teal Torch Knits in the back there, and then in the middle section they actually had this beautiful 100% cotton which was made by Chemistry out of Canada. The next stop for the day was Fiber Circle in Farmersville, and oh my gosh, let me tell you about this one. Every single direction you looked, there was yarn floor to ceiling, wall to wall, up, down, left, right, diagonal. There was yarn freaking everywhere, and I loved it. After about 15 minutes downstairs and still not even seeing everything, I ended up venturing upstairs. This side was filled with more acrylics, while this side, after you go down under this little pipe here, was more cottons and cotton blends. As you can see, it is packed, and just to show you kind of how low the ceilings were, my husband felt stuck on the other side because he couldn't get through, but I just wanted to show y'all guys how we had to navigate through the upper ceiling. After a couple minutes of his head hitting the top, he ended up going back downstairs, and I wanted to get you this really awesome overview, but like look at him, he's so cute downstairs. He's just being such a good supportive husband while I go venture off some more. Now, literally within walking distance of Fiber Circle, we are at Yarn and You. This one was actually my husband's favorite out of all the ones we went to on Saturday. It was very spacious, lovely staff, absolutely gorgeous store, and beautiful selections of yarn. I loved every moment I spent in here. Now, second to last on the Saturday trip was the McKinney Knittery. I've been here quite a few times, so I know my way around, but they were busy. Biggest note for the McKinney Knittery is the selection of alpaca and wool is gorgeous. Cotton is not so much. Parking, terrible. You're gonna be walking. Now, last but certainly not least is Yarn Therapy in Frisco. I absolutely love this store. Everyone who works there is so amazing, so knowledgeable, and so insanely talented. Now, for the yarn crawl, they actually worked with this local dyer, Yarnette, and let me just tell you, her yarns are absolutely freaking gorgeous. I am so happy about this partnership between Yarn Therapy and Yarnette. For the rest of the store, they had a large selection of wool in the gang and Serdar, and probably the largest section of Rowan I have ever seen at any other yarn store I've ever been to. And with that, I turned in my passport and I was done with the yarn crawl. Now, I bet you're thinking to yourself, what did I get from all these amazing yarn stores that I went to over the past 2 days? And, well, the answer to your question is, I got a lot of yarn. I tried to match the colors to the locations, or if the stores had yarns that were specific to their store, I got those. So first thing that I wanted to show y'all guys is I got some pins and some stitch markers. Now, while I don't knit, my aunt does, and she wasn't able to do this yarn crawl this year, so I really wanted to get some really cute ones. This one I actually got from the Arkansas Yarn Company, which my aunt absolutely loves. I also got her this Pearl the Squirrel. My aunt loves squirrels, so you know, I just had to pick that one up. And then this one's for me. I absolutely love the color wheel, and you know, sometimes it's just nice to have it on hand. So I picked this one up from the McKinney Knittery. And these, as you can see, I got from Fiber Circle. They are cat mom stitch markers, and my aunt is such a cat mom, always rescuing cats and loving on them to the highest degree. So you know, I had to get those for her as well. Go ahead and put those back so I can show you the next bit of what I got. Okay, so up first we have West 7th wool. I got 2 little mini skeins of their yarn crawl colors. There was gingerbread and I think it's called, yep, emo shapeshifter. I don't know why they chose that name, but honestly, I gotta say, I am loving it, and this yarn is so squishy. Okay, up next I have FiberLady. I didn't grab any of her proprietary yarn with the bamboo blend, but I did want to grab something with her colors, so I got this really bright green from Heritage at her shop. This one I got from JuJu Knits, again, Heritage. I wanted to get that logo color that they have, that really, really bright blue. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really like this yarn. It's really, really soft. Up next, I got this one from On the Lamb, and the colors just match their logo so perfectly. It's just that really, really nice iron gray. This yarn is, again, Heritage, but I got this one from Lone Star Yarns. Wanted to support them as well. I got that color logo. Remember yarn therapy? Well, I had to get some of the yarn net. I mean, just look at this color. This is literally my favorite colorway that I got. It is just so gorgeous, very honeycomby, and their skeins are only $20 each, so you know I had to pick up one. I may have to pick up more later though, not gonna lie. Up next is this yarn from Quixotic Fibers. I picked it up because the colorways just match the logo so well, so it was a double points on the yarn choice. But I just fell in love with this beautiful blue gray, it's just beautiful. Like just look at it. How can you not love that? Up next is Honey Hill yarn that I got from the McKinney Knittery. This colorways just match the store so well. Very earthy, very honestly Texan, not gonna lie. And if we're being completely honest, I did kind of go back and look at this yarn about 12 times before buying it because I just fell in love with this color so much. And this one, as you can see, is Denton Yarnworks. This was their sock set that they had made specifically for the North Texas Yarn Crawl. And I absolutely love the colors. It really honestly does match both Denton Yarnworks logo and the Yarn Crawl logo. And this crazy skein is the one that I got from Fiber Circle. I wanted to match the colors of the logo as well as match the chaos that I felt inside that store, and while this skein is absolutely beautiful, those colors are very chaotic, just like the store. And this is the yarn that I got from Yarn and You in Farmersville, It is actually a sock set, but the colors just match that logo so well. I know the blue's a little bit darker than the logo, but honestly it gives the same vibe, and you can't go wrong with these colors. They're so pretty together. And this one is from Knit Dallas. I think that this color really is their logo. It's the sock set from Neighborhood Fiber Co. Yarn super squishy, super excited to work with it. And last but not least, we have You to Yarn. I'm not gonna lie to y'all guys, I am honestly in love with this yarn. It is so freaking squishy, and honestly the price point for this is just so perfect. Now I did get this in the clearance rack, so you're probably not going to be able to find this colorways again, but they have so many other yarns to choose from, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope you all enjoyed watching me go through all these stores and seeing the yarns that I got. If you are doing the yarn crawl, stay safe, stay hydrated, stay caffeinated, and enjoy yourself. And I will see y'all guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.